Hey guys, it's Drea. Today I have for you my hits and misses for the month of August. So first of all, happy almost fall. We are now in September. To me, September 1st is like the beginning of fall, even though it's not technically. But anyway, I feel the fall vibes already. I hope you had a wonderful summer. I certainly did. Let's just jump into my hits and misses. I have two misses this month, and I figured I'd put them right at the beginning just to kind of front load things and end on a high note. So first thing I want to talk to you guys about, I've already returned it. I will insert a picture here because I just had to return it and I had to do it before I could film this video. So unfortunately I can't show you. But it is the Sephora collection, Make No Mistake Foundation Stick. It's foundation and concealer stick, I think is what it's called. This was one of the most horrible products I've tried in a very long time. Definitely one of the worst foundations I've ever tried. It is so dry that it doesn't blend out on your face. So you kind of draw it on, right? And then you want to blend it out. So I tried it with, like I always do, with the brush and with the beauty blender. Tried it with the brush first. With the brush, I had to press so hard to blend it out that it took like all the coverage away. It took all the product away. I had to do multiple layers on my face. And then on the other side with the beauty blender, it just wouldn't even blend out at all. Like you had to bang your face with the beauty blender to even get it to start blending. It just made my oily skin look so dry. Like especially right here, it really kind of sunk into my pores. You know when you kind of have a foundation that's really bad and it sinks into your pores and it looks like dots in your pores? That's what it was doing. So I was getting those weird foundation dots and it was just like the biggest fail. So I just returned it. That's unfortunate because I really like stick foundations and I thought it was cool that Sephora came out with one, but for me that was a huge fail. The other fail for me this month, and it's a fail for me but it may not be for a lot of people. This is by Maybelline. It's the Master Camo Crayon Corrector. It's just called Apricot for dark circles, light to medium skin tones. It says right on it, light to medium skin tones. Let me tell you right now, if you are light, especially lighter than me, and I don't even consider myself like light skinned, I consider myself more light / medium, sometimes leaning more medium. If you're any lighter than me, this will not work for you. But if you have deeper like tan to dark skin, this will probably be really good. So this is used for dark circles, which I have, and it's a color corrector. So it has a little applicator here. Now, when you squeeze this out, you turn this little thing and you can hear it click and it brings the product up. Now what happens is it ends up bringing out way more than you think it's going to. So I just wiped some out on my hand and more is still coming up slowly. So the applicator is not really the greatest. It's kind of messy. But the thing about this is not apricot. This is like orange, like dark rust orange. So on a lighter skin tone, it's just going to be orange. See, the thing about color correcting, look, even more is still coming up. The thing about color correcting is that what you're trying to do is cancel out one color with another. So you're trying to cancel out the darkness of the dark circles with the lightness of the apricot peachy tone corrector. If you don't have the color to cancel out, all you're doing is putting orange on your face. Does that make sense to people? I hope it does. That's how I've always tried to explain it. So if you don't have the darkness there, all you're doing is putting an orange color on your face. It makes no sense. So when something is too dark, the orange is really going to show up. It's no longer canceling it out. It's just showing up. So long story short, if you have darker toned skin, this will probably be a perfect color for you. But the reason I'm calling it a fail is because they're marketing it towards light to medium. So what they really should have is this is for dark and then have one that's kind of a step down. So if they just marketed this towards tan to dark, I wouldn't have a problem with it. So that's it for my fails. Let's get into faves. There are a whole bunch, starting with this. Sephora collection did something really awesome lately and they made these amazing pro palettes. So I have the editorial palette, which is the very colorful one. I did kind of a review / get ready with me using this, which I will link for you guys. I couldn't put this down in August. I love this palette so much. The fun thing about it is that it's so colorful, but then you really have like a lot of beautiful kind of fall tones all at the top, you know? So it's so versatile. I love it. The only problem I have with this palette is that there's no light kind of peachy or light taupey transition shade basically. There's nothing in here that you can really use as a transition, so you always have to bring a transition shade in. But to me, that's a small sacrifice to make for what you have, because you have all these beautiful mattes, you have satins, which the satins are just spectacular. There's no fallout at all. You have these glittery shades like this gold up here and this kind of coppery shade, and these ones do have quite a bit of fallout. Let me just show you what these look like. So you can see the glittery ones have quite a bit of fallout. You should probably do your eye makeup first and use a glitter glue when you use those. But like, I love the versatility of this. And the mattes, they are no joke. Like this bright pink, look at the pigmentation on that. It's just insanity. Look at the orange. Like, they show up. There's nothing lacking in pigmentation. They are powdery, but that's never been a problem for me. Just do your eye makeup first, tap off your brush, and you are absolutely fine. So this is a huge favorite. I know it says it's limited edition on their website. I don't know if that means it's going to be around for 6 months and then they'll get rid of it, or if it's going to go away tomorrow. I don't know. I wish when things said limited edition they would let us know that kind of thing. But you can still get it. I know because I saw it recently on their website. So they are restocking it, even though I think a lot of the first run did sell out. So two other palettes that I am just over the moon about are these ones from MAC. These are part of their girls collection. I think there were originally 7 of them. Some of them were super limited edition, but quite a few of them, I think 4 or 5, are going to be continually restocked for, I think the girl at MAC said, the next 6 months or so. So that's what I'm hearing, that they are limited edition, but they're gonna be restocked for quite a few months. So this is what's on my eyes today. I am so in love with this eyeshadow palette. I have not been in this, like, obsessed with eyeshadow in so long. Like, I love these colors. So, and I don't use the word obsessed very often. So when I was buying these, this one really called to me, the Mischief Minx palette. This kind of more warm toned, you know, everybody likes warm toned shadows, right? I didn't think I was going to like this kind of basic, it's actually called Basic Bitch, this kind of basic cool tone palette, because I'm not really like super into cool tones, but this palette has surprised me so much. And it's really because of these 3 shades right here. And I actually have these 4 shades all on my eyes today. So this kind of deep burgundy shade, it's called Hell in Heels. That's what I have kind of in my outer V. Then I've got this nice, beautiful, super pigmented gray. It's called Me Me Me, all over the inner half. I've got Tattletale, which is this kind of violet sparkly shade on top of that. And then this one here, Sly Girl, is this gorgeous purpley taupe color. This is the shade in this whole palette that if I didn't like any other color in this palette, I would still buy it for this one color. This color, I've never seen anything like it. It is so gorgeous. This is what I have on the outer half of my eyelid, and I've used this all over my lid. I've used this a few times. I love the sparkle of it. I love the way it shifts. I love the tone of it. I can't get enough of this palette, you guys. It's so gorgeous. The quality is top notch. I did a whole get ready with me using this palette, and I will link that, where you can really see it in action. These colors are, they are pigmented. Some of them are really pigmented. Some of them require a lot of building, which at first I was a little frustrated with because, I don't know, I guess I'm just used to instant gratification and instant pigmentation, but they build up so beautifully, and I got one of the most gorgeous warm tone eyes that I've done in a long time out of this palette. So I really enjoy this one too. The thing I don't like about these 2 palettes is the highlighting shades in them. So the big one on the end, you can obviously use as an eyeshadow, but it's meant to be a highlighter. I just find they are way too subtle for what I like. Like, there's not a lot to this one in particular. Like, it's right there. You can barely see it. And then this one in here is just way too dark for my skin tone. So it's fine as an eyeshadow, but I'm not a huge fan of the highlights, but the eyeshadows, I'm just dying over them. I'm not the biggest fan of Essence mascaras. I've tried a few, none of them have really impressed me that much. I know I have been in the minority because a lot of you tell me you love them. So I am super happy to report that this mascara is absolutely incredible. I am dying over it. It's so amazing, and I totally recommend it to you guys. So this is the Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara, and it says on it with lengthening fibers. I have never seen my lashes get as long with any other mascara. And this is only like $5. It's so amazing. So one thing with this is that you can really only do one coat. Second coat, maybe you can get away with, but a lot of the times it starts looking really, really clumpy. So what I found to be the best thing to do is to kind of wipe off any excess you see when you first take it out, and then it's a little bit better with the clumpiness. The brush is a little bit interesting. It's kind of this cone shape. I don't know. This is what the brush looks like if you care. Whenever I don't wear false eyelashes, I have been reaching for this because it gives me that ultimate length that I always desire, and it gives me quite a bit of volume as well. I don't get any transfer or smudging with this, but I haven't really used it on my lower lash line. I've only used it on my upper lashes, but I am in love with this. Next thing is an oldie but a goodie. I'm gonna mention it really quickly because I know you guys know about this product, but it is the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. This one here is travel size, which I'm trying to work through. I'm getting there. It's like down to there because I've already repurchased the full big daddy size and I need to get through this one. But I have fallen in love with this over the last couple months. I've had this for a long time, but it always sat in my drawer. I love this product so much because it gives you such a smooth under eye, and I only use it on my under eye, not the rest of my face, but it gives you such a smooth under eye, but it also really, really brightens, and that's what I really love the most about it, is the brightening effect. Since I talked about a color corrector that sucked for me, I'm going to tell you about an amazing one that is super duper cheap. So this is from Hard Candy. This is the Sheer Envy Color Correct Cushion Wonder. I have searched all over this packaging. I don't see any shade name on it, but I believe there's only one peachy one. So this is a peach. This is, as you can see, this is a light peach. Let's just put these two next to each other, and the product in here is even darker than the packaging, so you can tell the difference. So this is an absolutely perfect shade for my skin tone, and probably would be good for like one step down and one step up as well. So this is for canceling out dark circles. I love the packaging on it. It has this little locking mechanism where you twist it to open it to let the product come out, and then you can twist it back so it's locked and nothing is coming out, which I think is ingenious. So it's got a little cushion at the top, which is really, really great for dispensing the product. So I want to give you guys a side-by-side comparison. Look at the difference in color between the Hard Candy one and the Maybelline. Like, this is so dark orange and this is a peachy apricot. This one blends so well. It's very lightweight. It doesn't feel like a huge extra layer of makeup. It's so lightweight and wonderful. The Hard Candy one is just far superior in so many ways, in product, in packaging. All of it is just amazing. I'm so happy because my go-to has been the Urban Decay color corrector in peach, which is $35 or something a bottle. And this is like, well, it's Hard Candy. I think I paid like $6 or something like that. I haven't really found any new favorite blushes this month, but I just wanted to shout this one out because I've been using it a lot. This is from MAC. It's the Mineralized Blush in Petal Power. I really, really like this. This is what I'm wearing today, and I apologize, you guys, because it's so cloudy and the lighting keeps changing. So I know you're getting brighter and darker and brighter and darker, but it's what's on my cheeks right now, if you can tell. I think this is just such a gorgeous, sheeny pink everyday. Like, it's so good for every day. It's one of those that has a natural sheen to it, and it's, you know, it's pretty light, but you can build it up. It's going to look natural and beautiful and give you kind of just that healthy glow. So I've been really in love with this lately. And something that really surprised me this month is this brush. Now, this was the Sephora VIB Rouge gift this year. This is the Pro Mini Flawless Airbrush. It's called 56.5, but I'm pretty sure you can buy this, you know, on its own if you're not a rouge, and then it has like a longer handle on it. Anyway, this is a foundation brush, so I have used it for foundation and I really like it. I feel like it blends out really well, and it disperses product in a way where, especially for full coverage foundation, you're getting the most full coverage, just because it's kind of more like a paintbrush than as something that's going to blend something away, if that makes sense. But I've also been using this for blending out my cream contour, which is what I've really been loving it for. I've been using the Hoola Contour Quickie Stick, which I think I favorited last month, which is why I didn't put it in here. But that has been the only contour product I've been using all month, what I'm using today again. And because it's a cream, you know, I just draw it on and then I use this to blend it out, and it's just perfect. It's the perfect shape for blending it out, and it just does such a good job. So I wanted to give that a quick shout out. And then the last products are all my lip favorites for the month. So I have two that are very, very similar. One of them is what I'm wearing right now. So this is the Bare Minerals Statement Matte Lipstick in OMG. I love the name of it because I type OMG in text all the time. And then the other one is from ColourPop, and it is the Ultra Satin Lip in the Rabbit. So they're very similar shades. The Rabbit is an Ultra Satin Lip, so it's got a satin finish. It doesn't dry down all the way, and it's just slightly more glossy. Whereas the Bare Minerals Statement Matte is a matte. It's a matte lip color. It's what I'm wearing on my lips so you can see it, but I want to put them next to each other. It dries matte, but it is not transfer proof. I've had this on for probably an hour. You can see that there's a little bit coming off of my straw. So it's not like it's going to completely come off, and I do have a little bit of lip liner there too, but it's not going to completely come off like when you kiss somebody, but it does eventually wear away, and it gets a little bit of dullness. I think I'm even noticing just a little bit on the inside. You can reapply it, and it you know, it builds up fine if you need to reapply it. So there's the Bare Minerals, there's ColourPop. Obviously ColourPop is going to be way more affordable, so if that is a concern for you and you don't care much about the finish, then I would go for the Rabbit. But I love both of them. This kind of bright, vibrant, I don't even know what color, like what is it, like a violet, like a bright purpley pink. It's just been something I've fallen in love with recently. I never used to wear these kind of colors, and all summer long I've been drawn to these colors over and over and over. So had to mention those. And then I have to talk about this nude because I just love it. This has been living in my purse for the last month and a half, I think. This is from Urban Decay. It is the Vice Lipstick in Fuel. It's different packaging than the regular Vice lipsticks because they released it with their Naked Heat eyeshadow palette launch. They came out with 3 new shades during that time. It's a very, very peachy tone, warm nude. Like, this is a very warm nude shade. So if you are cool toned, I don't know how it would look on you, but especially in the summer with a tan, like with darker skin, it looks so good, and it just has that plumping effect to my lips. I love it. It's got that satin finish, so there's a little bit of shine to it. It's not fully matte, super comfortable, wears a really long time. Like I said, it's been living in my purse. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for kind of supporting my channel during the month of August. I had a whole lot of new subscribers. I've been getting a lot of great feedback from you guys in the comment section. I've been trying to respond to comments as much as possible. Just know that I always read them. I love the feature now where I can like your comments, because then at least you know I've seen it if I can't necessarily respond to all of them. But thank you so much for all of you that leave comments, thumbs up the videos. Like, your support means so much to me, and I've really felt it in the month of August. So thank you so much for that. I hope you guys have had the most awesome summer. I had a really, really good one, and I don't know. I'm very positive right now, and I'm looking forward to the fall. I hope you guys are too. I love you guys. I hope that you're speaking kindly to yourself, treating yourself nicely. Just feel good. Just feel good. Feel good about the skin you're in. You deserve it. Okay, that's it for today. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. This is the Master Cameo. Had to return it before I could get to you. Okay. This other, okay, slow down. Slow down. This kind of dark burgundy is what I have in my shut up, talk. Wow, why can't I talk? It's a Master Camo. I want to start this whole thing